Hey everyone, for today's video I wanted to put up a health update, and I just wanted to put this out there because I wasn't able to find a lot of videos on this topic. And yeah, sometimes when you're going through something scary, it's nice to know that there are others out there who are going through that and that you're not alone. So that's why I want to put it on here, just to give you any hope if you are dealing with this right now. And basically what I was being tested for is dermatomyositis, and this was incredibly scary, and I just didn't really know what to feel or think, and it was just a lot going on. So I'm really thankful that things are getting a lot better, and with Thanksgiving just passing recently, I thought that this would be a good time to put this up, and I'm just really thankful and happy that things are getting a lot better. And if you are going through this, then I hope that things get better for you as well. So yeah, so what I was going through was a autoimmune disease called dermatomyositis, and this is a rare disease that causes muscle inflammation and a skin rash. So there are a lot of points that I want to talk about. I do have it written down here because I didn't want to forget anything. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the symptoms that I was experiencing. So let's just rewind back to March 2022. And basically the first thing that I started to notice was that I was having weakness in my arms, my upper arms, and my thighs. So when I was washing my hair, if you have natural hair, you already know that washing your hair could be quite the workout. But for me, it was like more of the workout than normal. So I just was having to like have a rest in the shower, which was totally out of the norm, and my arms were just hurting me so much. And then with my legs, when I was kind of like sitting or walking down the stairs, I was having some weakness in that area. And then I was also starting to get rashes. I was having a shawl rash. Like, this was a little bit later on, but this is just some of the symptoms I was having. So I was starting to have a shawl rash, and then on my back as well. And then my neck was itchy. It was starting to get a rash. Then I had Gratton's papules, and I was having this on my hands and my knuckles. Then my nail beds were very swollen. They were getting puffy. And I was starting to have small splinter hemorrhages by my nail beds as well. And I don't know how to say this name. I'll leave this on the screen somewhere, but I was having mild calcinosis. And just overall, I just was not feeling well. My body just did not feel the best that it has ever felt, and I just knew something was wrong. So I went to the doctor and I did some blood work, and then I found out that my CK levels were 378, which was quite elevated, and that was basically showing that I had inflammation in my body. So then I was able to see a rheumatologist, and then I had some different testing done. And basically after doing like the testing and seeing her, then she wanted me to take hydroxychloroquine and take prednisone. But after reading what the side effects were with that, I decided not to take that since my wedding was coming up and I just didn't want anything crazy to happen. So I just decided to hold off from taking that. And yeah, so then after, when I was seeing her, I had an MRI done, I had a CT of my lungs, I had a pulmonary function test, and everything pretty much came back healthy. So then in September 2022, I had a prescription, I seen a dermatologist and I got a prescription for my itchy skin. And I had previously in the year seen a doctor and got a prescription for a topical medication, but that didn't really work out. However, when I seen this new dermatologist, that worked amazing, and I was so thankful about that because I was just waking up every day having this extreme itch and it would not go away, and it was just really hard to deal with. So I was so thankful that in September, basically when I started taking it, and after that I was noticing that things were getting better and that the itching was starting to go away, and I was just so thankful for that. However, in September, I was starting to get numbness in my two fingers, so these two fingers, and it was just weird. I was just starting to get numbness, so I'm going to be getting tested for that. So then now in October 2022, my nails were starting to look better, my hands were starting to look better, and my skin was actually starting to peel. Like, so basically pretty much the areas that I was having the Gratton's papules, it was starting to peel off, and like my new skin was like nice and fresh and like healthy underneath, which I was really happy about that. So during that time, I actually got a biopsy done of the back of my shoulder and the top of my thigh. And then when those results came back, it said that I was suggestive of lupus in one of the areas, but like it wasn't a guarantee. So then I was also seeing a surgeon, and I was supposed to get potentially get a muscle biopsy, but when I seen him, he was kind of basically telling me not to get that because it was very invasive, and just to stick with doing the skin biopsy. Then after that, I had an MRI that was showing that I had some inflammation, but everything for my lungs, that was pretty much healthy, so I was very thankful about that. So then in March 2022, I had another blood work done, and my CK levels were at a healthy level of 98. So that was amazing. And then earlier this year in March, when I got my blood work done, my CK level was at 93. So overall, things are looking a lot better. I am going to be getting some testing done still for my fingers. So I'm going to be getting an EMG done. I'm going to be getting an MRI, and I will be having a follow-up with my dermatologist. So pretty much most of the skin rashes that has cleared up, and no new ones have popped up, and everything else is doing pretty good. I'm not feeling as weak as I was before. I do still have some weakness in terms of I don't feel as strong as I was before all of this happened. However, I'm definitely not as weak as I was feeling last year. And things that have helped me is deep breathing and just trying to manage my stress better. And then also something that has helped out is using sunscreen and SPF. So the ones that I like to use are from Aveeno and Neutrogena, and yeah, just these ones have been working really good for me, and I'm just making sure to do that consistently because I found that I would just get really itchy in my neck, and I would just always have like little rashes there. So using sunscreen has helped out a lot. And yeah, even when I had seen my doctor, there was like health changes in terms of diet that I could have done, but for me, I didn't do anything major with that. I'll still leave the suggestions that I had got with doing that on the screen, but I didn't really do anything major with my diet. That helped out a lot for me is incorporating more exercise into my life. Unfortunately, I don't exercise as often as I should, but I'm really hoping that one day I could be more motivated and just have more discipline to do that more frequently. So I would definitely recommend doing that. If you don't do that, just doing some stretches, going for walks, and finding out what works out best for you. And overall with this experience, I would say probably the biggest thing that helped me was managing my stress. And I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if you are going through a lot of stress in your life, please find out ways to just decompress and just relax, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's doing a fun activity, deep breathing like I was mentioning before. Find out ways and just different outlets that you can get that stress out, but in a healthy way. And yeah, I just found that once all that stress was pretty much gone in my life, of course I'm gonna still have stress in my life, but it's just about how I deal with it. So I just found that once that stress was gone, that everything was going back to normal. So yeah, that's it for my video today. I hope you found it to be helpful, and I hope things improve with your life if you are going through this right now, and I just hope that your health gets a lot better. And I will definitely make sure to do an update once I'm done all the different tests that I do, and once I get those results, then I'll make sure to give an update about that. So thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye!